Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year to one and to all. Hopefully, you've made it safely into this new year because last year was complete crap.
Yep, and it seems like it's not going away anytime soon. So let's
Unfortunately,
hopefully.
I I don't want to be that guy, but I do love how the internet sentiment was, man, 2020, yeah, we gonna throw 2020 in the garbage. Yeah. Drew McIntyre's gonna kick it in the face. And then when we wake up on January 1st, everything's gonna be all right. Hell no.
Man,
It don't work like that.
it's like New Game Plus 2020.
Yeah, man. I saw one of my favorite memes. Okay, Merc.
Yeah.
One of my favorite memes is maybe you might know exactly when this is from because I keep seeing it hit this one part pop up. Is Randy Orton? Is Randy Orton in the ring being like surrounded by his peers, and everybody's happy for him? And then there's like, and then they pan to the ramp, and it's a burning casket, and the Undertaker bursts out, and it says December 32nd on it.
Yeah.
And then now, what the hell is that from? I don't remember that. I never saw that episode. I think it was a SmackDown.
So it probably was a WrestleMania.
Oh, it was probably WrestleMania. Okay.
He had a match with Taker. He was a loss to Taker. But I remember him trying to burn him. He pretty much like took him out or some shit like that, and they were celebrating of him taking him out. I think it was on the pay per view and shit, and then Taker returned and the Burton blew up the casket and returned and shit.
That is such a funny ass visual. Though.
Yeah. The other one I saw is you see a phone, and you see the dude excited, and then goes what, and you see like the new time, but like December 32nd, 2020 and shit.
Thank God it's a few days away.
Yeah.
You know, today's till what, the 3rd, so we don't
Yep.
have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But you know what? It didn't just magically get better, so we still here.
Yeah, we still here. Corona's still there, and wear your mask, be safe, and stay home. Play video games. The most money of anything that came through 2020 is video games. So I know y'all bought systems. Fucking play them. Stay your ass home.
2020, like we said last week, making jokes about it, but 2020 made a few people billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
I'm just saying. We have our new verdict. Starting. It was started last week, and going into this year with this new verdict of superhero comic book movies / comic book movies for 2 decades. But we kind of like it's slightly over 2 decades because we kind of added 78 because we wanted Superman 1. So 2 decades comic book superhero movies from 78 all the way to 2000. And we got Flash Gordon this week.
Which is great. Bless Queen and their amazing soundtrack for that movie.
Yes. I'm excited. I was excited to watch it because the last time I watched this movie, I had to be like around 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah, I want to say I was probably around the same age, but I don't remember the last time they showed it on those late night, whatever, or early morning. You know, because I know WPIX here
Yeah.
is 11 for us. They used to show it. That was a
So
long time ago,
I think
but
that was the last time I remember watching it. I remember watching it. I think it was like when Channel 11 used to do Saturday movie nights.
yeah,
And I think that was one of those movies that I watched when I was a kid. And I remember it's being on Channel 11 a lot, like during like Sunday mornings and things like that. Like when you're just watching random movies, they usually put mad movies on Channel 11. So Flash Gordon was always one. Godzilla was something I always watched in that sense. I have not watched this movie as an adult.
yeah.
So this is my
Same.
first time watching it as an adult. And man, this movie had me laughing. It had me like, what? Really? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And I loved it. I really loved it. It was a product of its time, and I 100% loved it because it was just so silly, so fucking dumb with certain things. But it was just, but how dumb it was, it just made sense for this movie. So it made perfect sense in that world. So it was like whatever. And that Hawk dude, I swear to God, if you ever do a remake of this movie, if you ever do a remaster of this movie, Rusev better play that Hawk dude. 100%. If you do a new Street Fighter, Rusev better play Zangief. And if you do this, he better play that Hawk dude.
Prince Vultan, my favorite character. He's
Yeah.
probably gonna be in the picture. I mean, I like the movie was so colorful and
It was very vibrant.
almost everything was a set piece.
Yeah.
Like every little the next part of the adventure they went on, the different parts of the ships they were in, the different planets they were
Yeah.
on, like everything real, like they made sure to make everything pop visually.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that's one of the things that really stands out about the movies
Yeah.
and the
So
color.
So we will go into that towards the ending of the show. I just want to give you a preview of what we're doing this week. I was just excited to speak about it because it's something. It was actually a movie that I was actually looking forward to because I have not watched it in such a long time, and yeah, it just brought back memories, nostalgic. Before we go into that, do you have anything that stands out to you for 2020 that was like some of your favorite stuff, like in general,
As in,
the games?
like, we didn't do a list? Did
No,
we?
we did not.
So we could. I mean, we might as well just run down stuff.
Yeah.
We don't have to write anything up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess so. I mean, I could look through my Steam catalog as for King, because I transitioned over to the PC.
Yeah.
I full disclosure, it's the same exact thing. Yakuza 0 and Streets of Rage 4 and stuff that I already have. I just have again.
Well, at least Streets of Rage 4 that came out this year.
Yeah, that's true. That I would say that's up there in as far as soundtrack. That's my soundtrack of the year because I didn't play Final Fantasy more than once.
Okay.
And Streets of Rage is just a game where you can literally jump in and play, and just you get that soundtrack from stage to stage, and so you're gonna experience all the songs. Meanwhile, as much as I did like Final Fantasy, was it 7 remake?
Yeah.
The soundtrack is just that it was good, but it just didn't stick
Okay.
as much because I didn't play it as much.
Yeah.
I did my one playthrough and that was it. Like I meant to go back, but that was before I gave over to the dark side. I don't know, the light side
Yeah.
of PC because I have a base PS4. That means an old man PS4,
Yeah.
and he's really loud. So when I play something like Final Fantasy, I gotta wear headphones, and I don't want to have to wear headphones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we try to be responsible and stay in our domiciles and not be all over the place with our machines and whatnot. So
Yeah.
stay in my room, I play my game. I gotta listen to that thing talk to me, and all it does is yell. So
Yeah. It's like yelling. What?
yeah, exactly. So I'm good.
I started out this year. This year has been an interesting year in like gaming wise because there were such good story games that I really like took time to really get into. The one that surprised me the most was Ghost of Tsushima. That game was beautiful and breathtaking, and even on the PS4 Pro, like it was breathtaking.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I have not put it on the PS5 yet. I'm going to do it because I want to do the New Game Plus, but I'm giving some time away from it. I've been stuck on Yakuza Like a Dragon, and that was something that we've been talking about all year that I was looking forward to playing. I've been on that game. I've been grinding on that game. I found a little loophole in how to grind faster.
Okay.
So there's this bum
Mm-hmm.
that kind of has like he kind of looks like a Lord of the Rings character. He has like a staff, and
Okay.
he just wears like Pampers and shit, and he's just this random bum. But this one bum gives you like almost 80,000 XP,
You have to beat him up.
but you have to kill him first. So the thing about him is that he disappears. So if you don't kill him like in the first shot, he will disappear,
So
and
he's a
you won't get the credit for him.
Is his name Ollie the Magic Bomb?
Um,
Because they might have took him from Tony Hawk.
I took a picture of him too because
Okay.
I was
That's funny.
talking to Mike about it. I was talking Steven. No, he's not Ollie,
Oh,
but he looks like a Lord of the Rings character. He has a weird setup. You know what? I'll send you the picture because I have it right in my hand. But yeah, so in Yakuza 0, they have like this thing called the Underground. That you go underground, and it's kind of like a gauntlet of fights. That kind of helps you build up. You usually go in there to help build up because you get stronger characters on there, so it gives you more XP. So this one particular guy, right? He gives you, if you kill him first and then kill the rest of it, you get at least
Oh my.
almost 70,000 XP. So when I figured it out, I went in there and I found a spot that he spawns maybe 4 times.
Okay.
So I just kept going back and forth in that spot and taking him out. And I went from
Super difficult?
no, because if
Okay.
you have damn, I'm bad with names. So if you have the dude with the black jacket, the white hair, he has this a thing called rapid guns, where he shoots you rapidly. If you do that to him, he like that pretty much is his weakness. He dies automatic. He'll die in like one shot. Even if you're low level, he'll die in one shot. So you hit him with that first. That'll be your first hit, and usually he goes first. Like usually, if you have him in your team, he goes first. You shoot him, take him out, and then you kill the rest, and that makes it easy. And then you build up. I went from Ichiban. I went from 49 to 63 in a couple hours.
Okay. That's cool.
So that was a big difference. And then me staying and trying to build up for 2 months. I learned how to do the business management shit. I finished it.
Okay.
I'm just doing a little bit more just to get more money.
Nice.
But that game been amazing. I had a lot of like doubt for that game when it came out because the new gameplay and stuff like that. But I found myself enjoying it as much as I enjoyed any other Yakuza game. It still had its humor. It still has its charm. And again, if you're a fan, you will love it. If you're new to it, there's a chance you will like it just because Ichiban is a very likable character.
Yeah, that's what I hear a lot of people say.
Yeah, he's not dry.
You heard me?
Hmm?
His birthday was on New Year's too.
Yes. But yeah, Ichiban is a very likable character. Because I can see why people didn't get into Kiryu because sometimes he could be dry.
Mhm.
Majima was a nice character, different, but you don't see his full character until like when you actually start fighting him. But so yeah, Yakuza's been like one of my favorite titles. So I'll say Ghost of Tsushima, Yakuza, Last of Us 2.
Okay.
What else I played this year? Oh, the Power Ranger fighting game, been fantastic.
Oh yeah. Shout outs to that game.
Yeah, and
Yep.
I don't know what else came out this year. Yeah, honestly, that's the thing is the fact that there was 3 games that took a lot of my time that made me not buy other games.
I could definitely see that. I mean, that's how I feel with Monster Hunter because
Yeah,
they still kept putting out content this year. So
you've been playing that game for like 3 years. Like 3 years, right? Came out like 2 years ago.
yeah, 2018.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the continued support. So
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of good games out. There's a lot of good TV series out. Shouts out to Mandalorian being one of the best TV series like this year. Period. Yeah, The Boys, that was good. Umbrella Academy was pretty good, but Mandalorian was something else. Mandalorian was an event. That's how I'll describe it. It was an event.
yeah, I definitely didn't see anything else have that appeal, like that pleased so many people
Yeah.
and had them all talking about it positively.
Yeah. Mandalorian, like I feel like Mandalorian is a catalyst that will get non-Star Wars fans into Star Wars easily.
Yeah, I heard. That's what I hear a lot of people saying. They I think that is
Sorry.
one of the most popular Star Wars properties that I've seen more people say, "Hey, I wasn't really a big Star Wars fan, but I love The Mandalorian."
Yeah. I'm like even me. I'm kind of iffy with Star Wars. I like some things I don't like things. I'm not. Tommy's more of the Star Wars fan than I am.
Yes,
I'm more. Yeah.
please listen to him try to defend some stuff on the cast. Please check out the podcast to hear Tommy and his fandom. And Merc sometimes he's just trying to stay there. He's just trying to be a nice, peaceful co-host. Because some of the stuff is just really, yeah, you can't defend some of that stuff, man.
Yeah, so I feel like Mandalorian was, and this was a great thing too because it was something that I got Jackie to be able to watch, and I made it a thing to make sure I watch it with her. So when the last episode hit, everyone was hitting spoilers. Honestly, I turned off all my social media that day just to, all right, we're gonna watch it together, or wait for her to watch it. And damn, that show was good. It was just it was balls to wall action. It made Boba Fett a fucking amazing character. It did so many things that Star Wars did wrong and made it right, and that's something that I can't like easily say. But the Mandalorian made something different and made it great, and I honestly 100% believe in John Favreau going on with because he's now the Kevin Feige of like Star Wars. John Favreau's like the head of Star Wars right now.
Okay, and did they do that post Mandalorian?
Post first
As
season.
post first season? Okay,
After
gotcha.
first season, they was like, "Yo, it's in your hands." And the fact that
Gotcha.
he got so many directors to come in and have fun, so I honestly recommend watching the first two seasons. But not only watching the first two seasons, after each season, watch the Disney Galactic. They have like a background, behind the scenes of everything that's of every episode.
Hmm.
So after watching one season, watch that first, because then you see the amount of love and care and how much detail gets put into these shows, and like the fact that he does not want to use CGI. He wants to use regular effects. And he wants to use the least CGI as possible to make this show happen.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
And it's all like handmade shit, and like he kind of did what Lucas did in the 70s. He kind of built like fucking models, and that's how they did the effects and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But it's such a good story, such a good fun story. If you're a fan of the TV series, you'll love it more. Like the cartoon series and stuff. Sadly, I didn't get into those, so I was not sure 100% sure of the characters, but I did look them up, and I was like, all right, that's cool. All right, that's cool. Sasha Banks being in it and being badass in it as well. Um, it has so many good things in this series. Like, I recommend everyone to watch Mandalorian. If you're not a Star Wars fan or a Star Wars fan, yo, think of it space western. That's pretty much what you got, and you got a badass lead, and you got a Baby Yoda,
Yeah, pretty much, right?
and that Baby Yoda is awesome. It's cute
Hmm.
as hell. Everyone
I
fall in
mean,
love with that baby. Randy Orton, after burning a man, fell in love with Baby Yoda.
terrible. How dare you? Shame on you, Randall Keith. Shame on you.
Randy Orton, after burning a man alive, stated he loves Baby Yoda.
He's like, listen, you might not trust me. I feel like he's like, you might not trust me. Listen. See, you know what? If 2020 was good for anything, I will say it was good for the evolution of wrestling. I will say that.
It made,
Because,
yeah, I agree. Wrestling had to make something happen, and the show must go on. And any wrestling mentality, the show must go on with no crowds and stuff like that. Thank you to them. Like we honestly, as fans, have to thank them because without the adrenaline rush, I bet everything fucking hurt.
yeah, that's
It
true.
hurt so much. It built a toll on so many things, and yeah, they were my constant entertainment every week. We watched so much wrestling on on Wrestling Babble. we probably hitting like 16 to 18 hours of wrestling every week of what we watch, and we want to watch because we want to be honest with our opinions.
Yeah, but the thing is that is mostly good. It's not an era where it's grown inducing every week. I mean, sure, there was some bad periods this year. I mean, this past year. But for the most part, it was just like, man, I mean, I'm just happy they were able to do their damn thing.
Yeah, again,
you know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
And then the industry is like, you wouldn't think that would survive, but it's like they found a way.
Yeah. So one thing I will say, and something that I have not had an episode of anything that made me like, you know what, I need to stop watching this. I got close.
Yeah, I got close too.
But I have not got to a point that it's that bad that I will stop watching. Mm-hmm. And that's with AEW, that's with Raw, and Raw did some dumb shit. SmackDown been constantly pretty good though. I'll give SmackDown credit. SmackDown been constantly good. NXT been fucking amazing. NXT UK been fucking amazing. Impact been amazing. I kind of reissued my love for Impact Wrestling because honestly, I'll be straight up, Brian Myers. We're a big fan of the Broskis and Major Wrestling Figure podcasts and stuff like that. Honestly, the only reason I watch Impact for Brian Myers and Deonna Purrazzo. I kind of have a little thing for her.
I became more once Brian Myers went, but also when he went, the Good Brothers went. So when all four, like all of them were there, they gave me different things to look forward to because they're in different divisions and stuff. So and don't forget, please, let's not forget Talking Shopomania 1 and 2.
Yes.
Lord have mercy. I almost forgot that happened. Maybe I should have forgot it happened. But I'm so happy it's a real thing.
Yeah, they're fun.
I saw both of those.
They're fun. We're definitely gonna try to order Hard to Kill for Impact.
Okay.
That's the crazy thing too. Is like this is the year I actually ordered like Impact pay-per-views. I honestly I did not pay for an AEW pay-per-view this year. Mm-hmm. No, I did. Full Gear. I did order Full Gear.
Which one was that?
The November one.
Okay.
Because because Minion would go half, so usually I was like, I'll order it and then go half on the Fight Network. But the Impact one, I definitely would pick them up because they're only like $20, $25, $30, and then every time you buy something, they'll give you something back. So basically, like, if I buy the $30 pay-per-view, it would give me $10 back. So that $10 pretty much covered for like Talking Shop too.
Okay.
So I got one and I got the other one free.
Oh my goodness.
So we did.
That's a whole other thing.
But but honestly, this is not a wrestling cast, but we got to shout out wrestling because wrestling been 2020 like it kind of kept us happy, kept us happy and kept us insane.
Kept us busy too because it kept us with something to do for a wrestling podcast.
Exactly. And shout outs to the Wrestling Babble. Go follow that. Yes, yeah, but like video games been a big key element of just staying sane and being home. I even love the fact that my girlfriend Jackie, she got into streaming. She got into Emperor Carryout. I'll give her a shout out to that. But she hasn't been doing it lately. But she'll probably get back into it soon. But it got her into gaming as well. So like when Last of Us 2 came out and everything like that, she was like 100% into the games and stuff like that. So it was always nice to see. Yeah. And gaming just in general just kept time consuming and just good stuff.
I don't want to gloat on bad things. I don't want to be happy to see anything burn. But it gave us Cyberpunk and those glitch compilations. Every time I see one, I will repost it because they are some of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So, listen, I hope they fix their game at some point. I hope they don't get sued out of existence because I see an article here saying that the lawsuits they're happening now. That's terrible. But listen, if we're talking about pure enjoyment and entertainment, the last month has brought me so much joy with just people glitching through floors and bouncing off walls and flying into space. Dudes just motorcycles exploding, just all types of weird things. I love to see that nonsense. So yeah, man, gaming in 2020 has been something else.
Yeah.
I didn't even buy the game, and I've been entertained. I should probably buy it just to say, yo, y'all entertain me already, man.
Yeah. Let's see. Have the game. Like I have the game and I haven't touched it yet.
You should play it now because you need to see firsthand what is happening.
I'm still on Yakuza. I'm trying to finish Yakuza before I go into anything else.
You know what's messed up? You might finish Yakuza by the time the patch comes out and fixes it. Damn it!
Like
ass gaming experience.
like I got the game for my girl's brother, David. So he's been playing it. He's been telling me like a lot of the shit that's been happening to him, to them while they're playing and stuff like that. So he's telling me about they tell me about the glitches and things like that, and they like how things like crash the game and things like that. But like they have been telling me about those things, and then I have a couple of coworkers. Like I know one is playing the Xbox version, and he's been enjoying it because the Xbox hasn't had as many issues as the PS4 one has.
Mhm.
So anyway, CD Projekt Red pretty much shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, they did. They did, but hopefully they can come back.
Yeah. It's crazy. It is crazy. But shout outs to the good games and the fun games that brought us some
Some type
mental
of fun,
mental joy. I guess again, like Ghost of Tsushima, I think came out perfectly. Animal Crossing, as much as I kind of fell off on it, I gotta give that much game so much credit because it came out in a bad time that just made everyone happy.
Yeah, I know, and isn't that what? As far as I know, isn't
Yeah.
that the fastest selling video game?
Yes,
It
fastest
broke
selling,
some record.
and it broke records for the Switch because a lot of people bought the Switch because of that game.
So it did like three big things. Like it was fastest selling game, fastest selling Switch game, and something else. I forgot what it was, but like yeah, that just came out and just made milestones. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah,
But I don't have a Switch.
yeah.
I can't play the game. I'm waiting for the new Switch.
Yeah.
It has to be real, right? Please tell me it's real.
So from what I know, it's not.
I want a more powerful Switch. I need it. Every time I look at it, I hear the voice of Tim Allen. I need my Switch to have an engine on the side.
Yeah.
Come on, damn it.
Other TV. So we talked about Mandalorian being like such an outstanding TV show. There's a couple others I just want to mention out, so you guys check it out. The Boys, season 2 hit. If you didn't see season 1, watch season 1 and 2 because they're great on Amazon Prime. You had Umbrella Academy, but their third season on Netflix. You have I don't even know what else. Those are the few I actually watched because I most of my time is spending watching our video game movie Power Rangers, Turtles, and a bunch of other stuff. So
True enough. But I guess I could give a shout out to since most of my time watching non traditional television is either on YouTube or I'll browse at Twitch every once in a while, or I'll just watch go to somebody else's website because there's a lot of user created content because that's what a big boom has been this year.
mm-hmm.
You've seen a lot more people who are dedicated start to kick into full gear, and so even some of the less popular people that I follow, they've had a constant stream and stuff. So that's been cool this year. So on the wrestling tip, I want to shout out Cultaholic. Like they're these British guys that do a bunch of wrestling content, but they're hilarious. And they're lighthearted and not overly negative, which is cool.
Up, up, down, down. I love their content.
I was about to say I was trying to find his latest big thing he
Oh,
did.
battle for the brands are back.
Because I saw, okay, so wait a second. Is that the one where they are WWE branded? Because I saw the channel. They have the channel now.
Yeah.
The Twitch channel. Like, it's a thing now. The WWE has its own Twitch channel. So I think that was the first event
Yeah.
They put on the channel because I watched it. That's the one that had Ronda Rousey and playing Among Us, and then they
Oh
went
no,
into
that's something else.
that was something else.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one of the big things that I saw that came out of everything at the end of the Up Up Down Down stuff
Yeah.
was like he was like the host,
Yeah.
Xavier Woods,
Hmm.
and then they had like a big, like just a bunch of rounds of different. Some of them were pre-recorded
Yeah.
because the Ronda Rousey, it was like the what is their name again? The Four Horsewomen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Three of them, because three of them are really big gamers.
Yeah.
So three of them were doing that stream,
Yeah.
and then on YouTube they had the Up Up Down Down Battle for the Brands, and then they also had just like some, and that's kind of my favorite thing that they do was just what do they call when it's the forum? Is that what is that when it's Woods, Chugs,
The party.
Breeze, and
The party.
the party
Yeah.
when they play Uno?
The party. The party. DA party.
Oh, yes,
Which is
they had, like,
Cesaro, Adam Cole, Breeze, and Xavier.
and so like those were like a big deal this year. Like just seeing those four dudes just chilling and having fun playing online Uno was just actually cool. Just them back and forth, the backstabbing, the left right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was a big thing this year.
Yeah.
So like I just want to give them a shout out.
Yeah, especially like Up and Down Down. I loved the rollout that was early this year with Freddie Pursuit Jr. Then they had like the Battle of the Brands that started, but got the files got corrupted, so they had to stop, and then they just brought it back. All the superstars save points, the Uno gameplay every Wednesday, the random gameplays he does Friday with random people and things like that. He just made a lot of very fun, entertaining content, and he won Content Creator of the Year for esports. So congrats, Xavier Woods.
And he is now confirmed a host of G4 whenever they start.
Damn right.
So I mean, again, that's just a testament to how much stuff they put up, how much hard work they put into all that stuff, dude. But just also, that's the benefit of them being WWE entertainers, is that they are entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
They just are. And when you get them in their field, and a lot of them, Shelton Benjamin, you know what I mean, Mia Yim, like just people you wouldn't even think. Just in here creating like awesome video game content. So
Yeah.
shout outs to down there.
Yep. I watch a lot of food videos, so that's literally most of my feed in YouTube.
Do you know the names of the people?
I watch Binging with Babish,
Okay.
which is a dude that he kind of recreates food from TV shows.
Oh wow.
So I love his stuff. I usually watch his stuff. I pretty much anything that has cooking content. So like BuzzFeed. There's a lot of shit. I watch a lot of cooking videos. But I do like, again, like Up and Down Down was one of my favorites I watch. I watch Metal Jesus
Rock.
video. Yeah, Metal Jesus Rock. I like a lot of his stuff. I think he's very mellow and very calm, and I like his videos, and I usually watch his stuff, and a lot of his crew has their own things. I watch their stuff. I met a couple of them the last con I went to, which was like the video game con like a year ago. I met Radical Reggie, and I met the dude that's a big Sega. The dude he's a huge Sega mark. I forgot his name. I think it's John Hancock or something like that. He was a huge Sega mark. So I got to meet those two, and they were really cool. So I followed those stuff. I follow like a lot of retro gaming things. I follow like a bunch of random shit on YouTube. YouTube been a big entertainment source, I'll say.
Yeah. He's not without his drawbacks, because there's been some stuff with the algorithms and people getting strikes and stuff this year.
Yeah.
And then Twitch with the DMCA bullshit. They still over there. fucking with people. I don't know how they need to solve that problem. People
Yeah.
need to just buy. If you guys want to be big corporations, could you just pay for the contracts for the music already? Stop,
Yeah.
stop going after people while they trying to work.
Yeah.
Um, and you know what? I just want to give another big shout out to Maximilian, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for all these years, that dude has been a constant source of entertainment. But specifically this year, he had a bunch of different streams out, and he has a crew, the Yo Video Games crew,
Yeah.
and so they do alternate things. They do Twitch streams and YouTube streams, and just put out videos of different stuff. If I had to shout out one thing they did recently, it was they went back to Mario Party. Don't go back to Mario Party. If you like your friends, don't go back to Mario Party. That's all I have to say. So, like, I recommend checking that out, as them just turning into bitter rivals and even enemies playing that horrible game. Mario Party is an evil game.
Yeah.
It really is. It'll make you stab your friends back. How many stars you got? Take it from him.
I would like to shout out our Recycling Inc. and Wrestling Battle pages on Facebook. Thank you for always being connected with it and just responding and posting. And we have so many new people posting and just having fun and a lot of conversations, a lot of good stuff coming off of there. So keep it up. Follow, like, subscribe, and we appreciate all the looks and everything like that. Shout outs to Tenacious T, because he's been another partner in the Recycling Inc. He has one called the Battle of the Greats on Instagram, so check that out. Battle of the Greats. He does like rock band competitions, like who's the better guitarist, Jimmy Page or Jimi Hendrix and things like that. So check that out, because he does a lot of pushing there. He does a lot of work for our cast as well. So we are always constantly trying to build more content for you guys. So little by little, he does a lot of work for us and the Morphin Cast, Shell Shock, the Game of Rage, and Not a Trekkie. So he's been a good influence into us, and then us just building and kept us going and everything like that too. And
You know what? I was gonna say shout outs to the memes too, because my favorite new meme is I don't know if I put you on to them, but have you seen the so and so roast Franklin from GTA 5?
no.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a few of those. But yeah, I would just also like to shout out the creativity in the memes this year. There's been a lot of funny, just random one-off videos that's been taken off and stuff. It's just that's kind of my favorite thing about the internet, is that you can't really predict what takes off.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you can't just try to manufacture it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes funny is just funny. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. And so when you have things like Jesus roast Franklin, RoboCop roast Franklin, Darth Vader roast Franklin, and then people go in and they do the voices for it, it's like, oh, it's too good. It's too good. So,
I got some sad news for our Morphin Cast a little bit. Netflix is taking off Power Rangers.
I saw that. It made me sad.
Yeah.
It doesn't say where they're going, are they? They're just gonna not be streamed on anything anymore?
I hope someone picks it up and adds it on. I'm all for that, but
Are they on Disney Plus?
no.
Okay. Not even the Disney created episodes?
No.
Damn.
Those they were bought out by Saban,
Wow.
so Saban owns the rights to those.
Okay.
If honestly, if Netflix decides not to bring them back, hopefully they work out a deal and get them back. I see Hulu taking it. I also could see Amazon Prime taking it.
Oh, okay.
There's people that still watch all these seasons, so
Mhm.
hopefully, hopefully Netflix gets a deal and stuff like that, because I know like my little godson and my nephew been watching too. They just started watching those as well, so I'm like a little sad. That I'm like, damn, yeah, you gotta do it now. But they're enjoying it and stuff like that. So we'll see. Hopefully, we get a place where we could do it because that kind of puts a hinge on the cast because that's where we usually watch from. So
Yeah,
we'll see what
no.
happens. Hopefully, it works out. But right now, we are actually doing Gao Ranger, which is the Wild Force Sentai version. So we have that at least.
Okay, good stuff.
Yep, yep. Um,
Did you want to go into the books still, or you want to go straight into the verdict?
we go on the verdict. I don't like. I just been reading random comics. I don't know what year they came out. I just been like, it's just been like that. But I've been reading a lot of the Boom Studio stuff of the current stuff, and it's been amazing stuff. They brought in the Omega Rangers. They brought in the current like the probably the second season Power Rangers of Rocky, Adam, and Aisha. And then they brought in the Omega Rangers, which are supposed to be Jason, Zach, and Trini. And instead of them going to the peace treaty, they became Rangers somewhere else.
Yeah, I remember that. That was actually a cool moment.
Yeah. So they're doing a lot of storylines with that, and they about to relaunch. Actually they did relaunch. I'm just not up to that yet.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, read comics. There's a lot of apps. Read them.
That's true. That's true.
Yes. Let's get into this verdict.
Okay, so this week's verdict for superhero movies covering 2 decades from 1980 or 78 until 2000 is Flash Gordon for
Flash.
1980.
Ah. Flash
CG
Gordon came out in 1930 something. You know that?
Yes, there is an original one, and there's a comic. I think there's a lot of comics. They actually, you know, what's very interesting about the beginning of this movie
Yeah.
that I like about the movie as well is the homage and just a straight up respect it pays to the source material,
Yeah.
because all the it's almost like the way Marvel does now, where they flash the pages and you get to see some of the stuff. Except obviously it's not meant for you to see it. It's just meant to be it's made for you to go, oh yeah, I see Spider-Man. Was that the Hulk's hand? Oh snap! Don't tell me that was Wolverine. Nah, he ain't never coming. Anyway, but in Flash Gordon, you do get during the opening, like, I don't even want to call it a montage. I guess it is a montage of the Flash Gordon comic book,
Mm-hmm.
but as flipping through the pages and going through the history, you get the badass Queen song playing in the background, and it's just like you get the full theatric version too. Like, I know you probably hear it in passing every so often, but that's one of the things they're known for too, is to have long ass songs.
Yeah.
And so they scored this movie.
Yeah.
So they let you know that in the beginning credits that the Flash Gordon is scored by Queen, that's awesome. Any movie that could be scored by Queen, it's gonna make it better.
Yeah.
And that is one of the things that did add to this movie. So like even from the beginning of the movie, you kind of just getting into it and getting hyped and being like, damn, I'm already jamming, the movie ain't even start. So it's I mean, it's just like this movie has so many things going for it.
Yeah.
Like for all the camp, because this is a very campy movie. Like
Yeah,
it's not really corny, because corny is like a negative thing. This movie is full on camp. It does not take itself too seriously. It doesn't go so far in the comedy direction where it's like, oh, you see a grip or something. Like, no, it stays as a full theatrical presentation that doesn't go into parody,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you feel like, at least I do, it feels like a play. It feels like I'm in a a high budget theater presentation, basically.
Yeah.
Where like I'm sitting in the crowd and these are players on stage, almost.
Yeah.
So like that's the vibe that the movie gives off to me. It just really does feel less like a movie and more like a full length play. And if you think of it, if you come at it with that mindset, it's like it almost makes it better.
Yeah.
And it's from the fact that it has practical effects because of because of the time. I get it, but like it has so many unique practical effects to it, where the ship models and the set pieces and all of the damn like costumes, man. Dude, this movie has some of the most unique costumes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. It's the colors on the costumes, the different like motifs. You got tiny little bits of Japanese stuff in there. You got some Asian influences, obviously with Ming, but like it just looks like a conglomeration of stuff from all over the galaxy, which is what it's supposed to be. So
Yeah.
they
I
damn sure-
I liked the presentation of the movie. It was like very colorful, very bright, very it felt like of its time. It felt like an 80s adventure movie. Even though it was probably older than that in that sense, but it came out like 1980. It set the tone for what the 80s was. Like it was like very bass and fucking in your face color. I liked the characters. I thought they were silly but fun. The one dude with the golden like mask on his face, he reminded me of Skeletor in a way. I don't know why, but
You
like
remind me of, you're right about the Skeletor because he looks like the one from the movie.
yeah,
Um, but he also reminds me of Destro.
yeah.
'Cause, like the gold, he's the metal faced
Mm-hmm.
left, right hand man.
Yeah. So
And
I
he was
did.
one of the cool characters in the movie too. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was a dick. But I think he was like probably kind of like trying to betray Ming and having all his power and kind of shit too.
Well,
So
he
there
got
was a
killed.
lot of that shit. I liked the story. Flash himself he's not the greatest actor, but he played this part for the best he could do. Because honestly, after this, I don't think had any other movies.
Well, we didn't go down.
Oh, okay.
Who's at least the major players.
Yep.
So we have as Flash Gordon's Sam J. Jones.
Yep.
We have as Dale Arden, Melody Anderson.
Yep.
As the Emperor Ming, we have Max von Sydow. As Dr. Hans Zarkov, he's only got one name. It's
Yeah.
Topol.
Top.
That's interesting. Princess Aura
Yeah.
is Ornella Muti.
Oh, she's still kind of pretty.
Yeah.
She's still cute.
It's interesting when you look at a lot of these people. Some of them are still alive.
Yeah. I'm looking at the one that played the princess. I'm like,
Baby just passed last year. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
In March.
yeah.
At 90. Yeah. R.I.P. Timothy Dalton. I did not know he was in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know that at all. As Prince Baron. As Prince Voltan, my favorite character is Brian Blessed. Let's see who else we have. As Clytus, we have Peter Wingard. He seems familiar. Can't quite place him from what though. That's about all the major characters. I'm trying to see what the name of the guy with the mask is, but I don't remember his actual character name.
Me either. I'm trying to find him.
No,
I think it was John Osborne.
Okay. As a Arborian priest.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I think it might not be him because he doesn't. They have the
Hero.
lines for people too.
Yeah.
They have the lines. So unfortunately, they don't have them next to the picture. They have the picture of the actors here. Boo.
Yeah.
But anyway, like, so my initial thought was that it was a star-studded cast, but looking through it now, it's like, no, it's not really. Not really. Like, most of these people, I couldn't say I know anything they were in.
Yeah. Me either.
Timothy Dalton, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And Max von Sydow, he was in a bunch of movies too.
Was he?
Yeah.
All right. But so that's like all the characters and the players and whatnot. But like going back into how they all fit into the movie, it really does feel like if you've never seen Flash Gordon before and somebody told you it was a comic book, you'd be like, oh, I can see it.
So sorry, my fault. The dude Peter Wiglin, that's the one that played Cletus. That's the dude with the gold mask.
Ah, okay.
He also played him in one of the old. He was actually in one of the old TV series.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy.
So yeah,
Cool stuff.
cool.
Damn, it even has the lineage back to the original. That's
Yeah.
cool. You know what? This movie also felt like it felt a little bit like a male centric because of the male character, a male lead or male led, excuse me, a male led Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little bit of this movie with, of course, with how many little people were in this movie too. They was
Yeah.
just everything. Like it was just, it really does feel like the Wizard of Oz. The way he just, we're making basically the Wicked Witch. He's the Wicked Witch of the West, and he's terrorizing everybody. And then Flash comes along and tries to unite everybody. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, this guy's terrible. Yeah, he is. And at the end, they bond and he overthrow him, and they go through a journey along the way. With lots again with the set pieces and stuff. Like when they go to the planet to find Prince Baron, like that reminded me of Star Wars.
Yeah, there's like the tree planet and shit.
Mm-hmm. Like they were going to find Yoda. Like if you had turned a quarter, you'd have seen Yoda's hut somewhere. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
it looks like
sweet.
Dagobah.
So, and it was cool. Although there was one interesting thing that happened to Flash, and I was thinking to myself, now that I know the truth, that wouldn't happen. Did you know that you don't really sink all the way in quicksand?
Yeah.
Like you did, like if you just don't. I don't even mean the hey don't the thing is like say don't move, but literally supposedly only half of you can sink in quicksand. You don't just go to the bottom like that.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Me either.
It's something I seen in the movie
The more you
where
know.
where Flash sinks
Yeah.
completely to the bottom is like he gets dragged out or he drags himself out. But I'm like, huh, that's not realistic. No, anyway, so I don't really have too much more to say about it except that I think a lot of people, if you are into, if you're trying to go through and watch superhero centric movies, I think it disclassifies. It definitely does.
Yeah, I think it's a fun movie. I think it did its job in just bringing it to a new, like, just a new scenery. It was not just Earth and kind of things like that. It was not the basic storyline. It was out there in space, and he was the lone savior, and they had like Hawkmen and fucking. The colors were bright and femsy. It had a cool ass theme song. Like, this is a movie that you just go and just have fun with, and I think that's what it brought. It just brought a lot of fun.
Yeah, because it just made leaps with the logic. Because he was I know why you like this movie. Because
He's a Jets quarterback. He's a quarterback for the New York Jets. Sadly, we don't have a good one. So Flash Gordon, you could have been a better quarterback than most of them we got.
Damn, son. Like I was like, Mark likes this movie because he is a quarterback for the Jets. Damn it.
Yeah, sadly, that also one point in my book. But I just like the cheesiness of it. I think the cheesiness was great. Like, it was not bad. It was not like I actually wasn't really bored watching it either. I actually enjoyed most of the movie, even though the movie took some weird turns with a lot of the sexual tension, and especially in the beginning of the movie, like everyone wanted everyone and kind of shit, and it's like okay, but especially with Princess. The Princess was fucking everybody.
If she saw you and she liked you, she wanted to get it on. That's all it was.
She probably the Hawk people. She everything.
The thing that's crazy too is that she basically starts the intergalactic war.
Yeah, it's all with her vagina.
She brings Flash Gordon back from the dead because she wants to have sex with him. That's insane.
Yeah,
What?
that was
What?
the only excuse. Like, she didn't do it to save the world.
No.
Exactly.
Or to stop her maniacal father. No.
No, she
No.
wanted booty.
That's it.
That's
What?
it.
All right. All right.
But
This is weird.
I'm gonna put this movie over Superman.
I would, but I really like Superman.
I really like Superman, but I think this one in particular was better than the first movie. The second movie is gonna destroy this one, but the first movie, I think it just had more character and more love to it. I guess I just enjoyed it more.
I can see that. But score wise, I guess it would be the same anyway.
So we're gonna put this.
I get a 4.
No, so we're gonna put this over Superman or under
Under Superman.
Superman. Okay. All right.
But it's basically the same score.
Yeah. So this would be 4. This would be 4. Okay. So next movie is we return to Christopher Reeve Superman with Superman Part 2.
Nice.
Yes. I will give Flash Gordon 1 up over Superman 1 because I just thought it was just more of an entertaining movie. And I like the cheesiness. I love what they did with this movie. There's a lot of things I had issues with for first Superman 1. So going to Superman 2, I think this is going to be a break it out the house kind of thing. But for now, yeah, Flash Gordon over Superman.
Okay.
Yeah, next week, Superman 2. And I'll give you a little preview of our list for this month. So we got Superman 2 next week. We have Condor Man the following week. We have The Legend of the Lone Ranger, and then Superman 3. Close out January. So 2 Supermans.
Close together. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I guess that's it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the It Gets Better Elsewhere podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and WordPress.
Yep.
And the Facebook. So, no excuses. Where you at, Merc?
Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Twitch TV, YouTube, SoundCloud, all Mark with the Mic. Follow our Facebook pages, the Red Second Link and the Red Second Babble pages. And follow all our other casts. We have the Not a Trekkie, the Morphin Cast, the Shell Shock, and the Gamer Rage podcast, which we all have brand new episodes this month. And check out It Gets Better as Rare and our past It Gets Better as Rare cast if you want to listen to any of the verdicts of the last year of 2020, because that pretty much took over the whole year. The verdict we give it and everything like that. If it helps you wanting to watch a movie or not, go ahead, listen, give us reviews. Again, SoundCloud, Spotify, Red Second Link, follow it, please. And shout outs to Tenacious T, shout outs to Japstar, the Jinkies, and everyone that helps, and everyone just puts in effort to the cast, and yourself and myself. We put a lot of work in 2021. We're trying to try to get things rolling a bit more. And yeah, we have a good 2020. 2021 is going to be good for us in the head. So,
well, maybe you gave us a rest in peace to wrestler Brody Lee on the Wrestling Babble. Just wanted to shout him out, but I also want to give a rest in peace to one of the entire Red Cyclone Inc.'s favorite rapper, MF Doom. They found out that he passed on Halloween, so they have released the news.
Yeah.
The 31st of December, and so like you just talk me and Japstar specifically. That's that dude. Like. Yeah. Once we heard his stuff, he transformed what hip hop could be for a lot of what we listen, like our taste in general.
Okay.
And like he just did so much unique and kind of like, I won't say groundbreaking, but like the collaborations he did with the different some of them are producers and different artists and whatnot.
Yeah,
like it's something that I saw it in the fans like talking about it and whatnot, and it's like it left a hell of a mark, and a lot of people will miss that dude. So R.I.P. to MF Doom.
All right. I've never heard of him, so
really,
I'll check some stuff out.
Please do. Please.
All right. Peace out, laters. Have a happy 2021, and be back next week with Superman Part 2.
Yes, sir.
And always remember, it doesn't change. Follow the Jinkies.
He's still running around with the damn sandwich.
It's all your fault. So stop him. At any means necessary. It's 2021. You can do whatever you want.
Oh no,
just for the Wild West. Just for the week.
As long as you take the sandwich out of his hand, it's legal.
Yes. The sandwich has to leave his hand. He can't die with the sandwich. So you lose and then you get killed. So
Yes.
you gotta get the sandwich out of his hand. That's the only way it work.
If he touches you, though, you die like Mario.
It's like it's like tag. All right.
Like,
If he touches you before you touch the sandwich, you're dead.